Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back. I'm Ira Feuerstein, and this is episode 5 of my personal journey to reverse type 2 diabetes. Now, in the last episode, we talked about how diabetes just isn't a blood sugar problem, it's a whole body breakdown. And at the center of it is this thing called insulin resistance. Now, when your cells stop responding to insulin, sugar builds up in your blood and things start to spiral out of control. So today, I'm doing something a little different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through my most recent lab results. I'm going to give you actual blood and urine test results from March of 2025 and explain what each number really means. And I promise I'll keep it in plain language because when I first looked at these numbers, I was unbelievably overwhelmed. Now keep in mind, I am not giving you any information that you should use on your own. You should always, get with a doctor first. Don't follow what I'm doing. My plan was built for me. My results are mine, and me sharing my health markers with you is just something I'm willing to do for you. So understand this. I've been struggling for years with diabetes, and I've been stuck in this loop of try this med, now try this one, get a higher dose. And these labs finally gave me the answers. Now, the interesting thing here is that my traditional doctor did labs too, but not anywhere as in depth, and really never actually went through what everything meant and how it all interrelated. My functional medicine doctor was the first who's ever done that, and a light bulb went off in my head. So what was the biggest thing? The big red flag was glucose. That's the sugar in your blood. It jumps right off the page. Glucose 357. To put that in perspective, normal blood sugar when you're fasting, I think should be between 70 and 100. I was more than 3 times over the high level. So again, normal fasting glucose is under 100. Mine is more than 3.5 times that. It isn't just high. It's dangerous. It's a sign that my body is in a full-on metabolic crisis. So here's a layman's version. My blood is swimming in sugar, but my cells can't use it. Remember the locks in the cells? It's like my fridge is full of food, but the power's out. So my body is starving for energy even though it's surrounded by it. No wonder I'm tired all the time. Second thing we looked at were the urine tests. More sugar, more warning signs. So we go to the urine test. Urine glucose is 3+, urine ketones 1+. What does that mean? Well, when sugar shows up in your urine, it means there's so much in your blood that your kidneys are working overtime trying to get rid of it, but that's not how it's supposed to work. Imagine a dam with water up against it, and the dam breaks. The water or sugar has nowhere to go, so it's flooding into the urine. And ketones? Well, that means my body is burning fat for energy because it can't use the sugar. Well, that might sound good in some contexts, especially if we want to lose fat. But in diabetics, it's a sign of ketoacidosis, or it could be a sign of that, which is quite serious. Your body is basically saying, hey, we're running on backup fuel because the main fuel tank is jammed up. Third thing, liver stress. There are 2 markers tied to liver health in my report. One was bilirubin, which was 2.2, which is high. And the other one was alkaline phosphatase, 136, which was high. What is this telling me? It's telling me that my liver is under stress, likely from inflammation or something called fatty liver. We'll go into another episode on that. That's not good. Think of the liver like your body's detox plant. Mine is backed up, like the garbage truck missed a few weeks of pickups. And when your liver can't keep up, toxins build up, sugar regulation breaks down, and insulin resistance gets worse and worse. Fourth thing that was quite clear were my kidneys are under pressure. What are the 2 factors? Creatinine was at a 1.25 and eGFR, which is 66. Now, these are early signs of kidney strain. In diabetics, high blood sugar damages the tiny filters in your kidneys over time. It's like taking a coffee filter and pouring syrup through it. It won't come out the other end. It clogs up. Now, my kidneys aren't failing yet, but they're struggling. If I don't turn things around, this is how you end up on dialysis, which would be awful. Like, I can't even imagine going there. Fifth thing, blood thickness and circulation. So there are two factors that came up. First one was hematocrit, 53.9, which was high, and platelets 124 low. So what do these two things mean? Well, it means hematocrit tells us how thick the blood is. Mine's too thick. It makes it harder to pump, especially for someone with a heart history like mine. It's almost like your blood is turned into molasses. Not great for circulation, especially to your eyes, feet, and brain. Now, low platelets, what is that? Well, that means that my blood might not clot properly. Well, that's, that paired with thick blood and inflammation, it's a combo that increases stroke and clot risk. So, there was a wake-up call here. I want to connect the dots for you. Sugar's too high. Kidneys and liver are stressed beyond belief. Blood is too thick. I'm losing function in multiple systems and I didn't even feel most of it. All of this points back to one thing, insulin resistance, the topic we've been talking about. And the traditional medical model would look at these numbers and say, let's increase your meds. Let's just put a Band-Aid on it. If you put enough Band-Aids on, the bleeding will stop, right? Well, not necessarily. No one ever asked, why are these things happening until now? It took a functional medicine doctor to say, hey, let's take a step back. So instead of covering up symptoms, I'm working with this functional medicine doctor who actually looks at the root cause. We ran deep labs. We're building a game plan. We're protocols. And I'm changing how I eat, move, sleep, and live. Because this is fixable, but only if you stop chasing the numbers and start solving the problem. Now, if you've never had this kind of testing done, ask for it. Demand it. Or find someone who will run it for you. And if you haven't yet, go back and watch episode 1. That's where I talk about the heart attack that revealed I'd been diabetic for over a decade without knowing it. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell, share this with someone who needs to see the full picture, and make sure that you comment below. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. Now, in the next episode, episode 6, we're going to dive into one more set of reports, toxins. Because yes, they're part of the story too, and that scared me beyond belief. I was shocked, and I think you will be too. So make sure you tune in for episode 6. Thanks for being here, and have a great day. Eat and stay healthy.